is Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs today. And today in the studio, folks, I've got a real entrepreneur in the house. You might know him as Ammy Kamboj. What's up?
Brad Lee, it's a pleasure to be in the studio. Man, this is surreal. I've been watching you for 6-7 years, been on your coaching calls, been on your sales programs as well too. Many legends have sat in this chair.
Yes.
This is crazy. The other last week I was literally watching Patrick Davis sit on this chair and I was just like, dude, this is crazy. I'm about to see him next week too, man. This is crazy. So all the audience out there, man, the number one thing I can ever tell you is you just got to dream big. If you ask me the same thing, like, would you be able to sit down with a person like you, Brad Lee, highly influential, very successful, 6-7 years ago? I'm like, dude, it's impossible.
Well, where were you 6-7 years ago?
6-7 years ago, I had a GNC. I had 2 GNC, General Nutrition Company, selling sports nutrition products. I was one of the franchisees. I had 2 locations.
Yeah, but that's successful.
The company's successful. Are the franchisees successful?
Well, I don't know. That depends. But were you?
I was successful on one of my shops. The second shop, I bought that.
I want to go back farther though.
Sure.
Because that was then. So you had 2 GNCs. Like you act like that's ground floor.
Well, kind of, sort of. For me, it felt like it, right?
Where were you before the ground floor then?
Okay, so growing up, I don't come from a very low-end family, medium household. Dad, amazing father. We owned gas stations. He's
How many?
that. What's up?
Like a bunch or a few?
Currently, he has 3. Yeah.
So does he, like, because when I was, I forget how old I was. My buddy's dad owned a gas station, just one, but we could go down there and like get candy and shit because he'd have a little
perks.
store, huh? Yeah,
That's the perks.
but he didn't get rich. He only owned one gas station.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if he came from a wealthy family or no.
No. So Dad came to America when he went from India. He went to Germany. He left India when he was about 25 years old. From Germany, he legally came here when he was 27 years old. The craziest thing is, you know how people say, oh, the system's broken, I'm poor because the system, whatever it is, right? I always tell everyone, dude, you've had ancestors here. You're stuck in the same circle. My dad came from India, not knowing the English, not knowing anyone here, not knowing if he's going to survive, have food, nothing like that, right? From there, he got 1 job, then 2 jobs, and 3 jobs. He was working 3 jobs. He said he would sleep about 4 or 5 hours and keep about, maybe, like, if he made $1,000, $200-300 for himself to pay the rent, food and stuff. Everything else he would just send it overseas, right? And then from there, he just saved up to the point where he got his own gas station, right? And so once he got his gas station, from there, he just worked his ass off. I'm talking about 12, 14, 16 hours. I'll barely see him even growing up. Not even on the weekends. He would just be working and hustled and just buy more and more locations, with him and his brother.
Did that inspire you?
Growing up, yes, definitely. So growing up, I mean, like I have some cousins and stuff too. They think their dad's money is their money. I always grew up, like my mom always taught me, like, that's your dad's money, not your money. Right. Although Dad wanted me to take over. Well, father doesn't want his son to take over the family business. Right. But my dad always said, like, if you want to do whatever you want to do, you go for it. You be your man. So I always had that engraved when I was a little kid. So when I had the opportunity when I was 20 years old to partner up with somebody else to have a GNC, I just took it right away, and then Dad helped me fund that project. And then I paid him back in 2-3 years or something like that.
So one store was doing well and one store wasn't?
Yeah. So one of my stores was a brand new location, built it from the ground up. And then I was about 23. I created a sports nutrition brand too. I formulated everything. I'm like, you know those crackheads, the little tiny little micro things, and you're like putting grams and stuff too. I bought all the ingredients. We're like coming up with these concoctions, and you drink it, you throw it up because it tastes disgusting. I did all that stuff in the garage, and then created a sports nutrition brand. Ran that for 2 years, sold that company off, and then I bought some real estate in Phoenix. And then I was 25 or 26 years old, and I bought another location in Dublin, California. So Dublin is known for, it's in the Bay. It's known for wealthy folks, right? So you're thinking wealthy folks, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and stuff like that, right? You're thinking about these folks got money, right? So I bought this location from another gentleman who lived in New York, but had the GNC over here. I'm talking about super ran down, right? Bought the location within a year and a half. We doubled the sales within a year and a half. And then what happened was the landlord, something happened between GNC and landlord that they didn't agree to the terms or anything. So I only had 3 options. Number 1 option was either you shut down. Number 2 option was either you pay month to month, was $8,000 for a 900 square foot facility. You're not making any money with that, right? And then the other one was either I relocate. So I asked a director of franchise operator, if I were to relocate, who pays for the construction and everything? He's like,
build
you
out.
Do. Huh?
The build out.
Exactly. All that build out stuff, who pays for it? He goes, you do. So I'm like, okay, so I bought this location for $200 something thousand. Now I have to pay another $150K to start literally scratch. Why would I do that? So then my dad's right there. I told him, and he was like, you know what? You're trying to get out of it anyways. So what happened was 2018, 2019, I started seeing a decline in the sales in stores. Why? What's the first thing a person does when they go in the store? Something like that, right? They pull out their Amazon app. They scan the barcode and see how much it is on Amazon. Everybody thinks Amazon's cheap. If it's $10, $15 cheap, they're okay to wait for 2 days, right? So I started noticing that. And then when I started noticing that, then I started doing more research on e-commerce, like what is real e-commerce? Then I started calculating, okay, my demographics for the city is about 150,000 people. How many people are actually fitness enthusiasts? Let's just say
150 million.
No, 150,000 in a city.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in that city.
But now you're online.
What's up?
But now you're e-com. That's worldwide.
Exactly. That's what changed. So when you put that in perspective, when I started seeing perspective, I was like, holy crap, this is a bigger window. So then 2019 started selling products online, started growing and growing and growing, started slowly building up the back team in the back. And then from there, now we're like 13 companies deep, running over $250 million worth of a portfolio under us in Dubai, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, Canada.
Doing what exactly?
Basically what we're doing is we're buying products from the local market, wholesaling, and then we're selling it online. So like in the Philippines.
Arbitrage or some shit? Like you getting it off Alibaba and putting it on?
No.
I mean, I don't get it. What do you mean?
Okay. So the way it works is, okay, so let's just say this is the e-commerce side, and there's a shop, there's a local shop over here, right? So like in the Philippines, you got some brooms, and they're selling these brooms, let's just say $5 a piece, right? Online, they're selling them for $40 a piece. So you buy 100, 200 units, put it into your warehouse, and fulfill the orders online. So it's not like the drop shipping stuff or anything like that. You actually have full rights to sell the products. That's what we do here in all the other countries as well. And now we're getting into other countries, but other countries as well as real estate, buying other small businesses are thriving. Huge marketplace in other countries as well.
How much does that make? How much money does that make?
Out of the what?
Doing that.
Oh, a lot, man. We're netting anywhere from 20, 30% after all expenses.
So the reason I know you is, again, I mean, I didn't recognize you were, all in all those places you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like you didn't just come up and introduce yourself. But I'm going to be speaking at this event. It's your event, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's coming up in August.
Correct.
So if anybody wants to go to Cancun,
Cabo.
Oh, Cabo. Yeah.
Yes, Cabo Hard Rock Hotel.
See, you're like, dude, I hope you should make it there in time. I'll get there.
You will.
XPR Success Summit in Cabo.
Correct.
And this isn't the first one.
This is our first. So when we had it planned out, so I started planning this in January of this year. And then so the whole idea was to have a massive big one there. But then along the way, we had another one literally a few weeks ago in Phoenix. And we're doing another one in Texas, which is more for business related stuff.
Are you selling Cabo when you go to those towns? Because like
Correct.
Cabo, dude, everybody probably wants to go there most.
Yeah, who wouldn't like that, right?
But what are they going for? What is this XPR Summit?
So basically what we're trying to do is when I go into a lot of these seminars, I don't see majority. I'm doing it more for my community, my Punjabi and Indian community. You don't see many Indians out there networking, talking, trying to help each other grow and stuff. So when I started going to majority of these events, like I've been to the Vault Conference, I've been to Grant Cardone stuff, I've been to a lot of different things. You don't see many Indians. I was literally the only Indian there. But then it's a bigger picture when you start talking to other people and you start networking.
Especially Indians, dude. Like there's 1 trillion Indians.
Yeah, trillion. And on top of that, Brett, the number one, like if you look at United States, even London too, the wealthiest people, what race is it? Indians.
Well, because again, there's trillions of them.
No, not even that.
I always say once upon a time there were 2 Indians. Now look.
It's not even that. It's just the way we're grown and raised to talk about money.
And raised. Because again, I mean, like you guys are like Believe it or not, man, over there, you got to survive. You got to be slick. You got to be freaking sharp. You guys are like entrepreneurial from the get-go.
Yeah, exactly. Almost everybody has a business out there in India too, and then you're hustling yourself. And then you got
But
fathers.
you don't sound or look Indian.
Born and raised in Cali. Yeah. So
Do you think that has helped you or hindered you?
Definitely helped me, because when I speak to somebody like you, you're expecting, when you see an Indian guy with with an accent like, thank you, come again, top of the guy, right? But then you got a different guy who's speaking, standing, confidence, a lot of difference as well too. The way you dress up in another country like India or any other country is completely different compared to here in the States.
Can you speak Punjab? Or
Yeah, I can.
What do they speak? What is it
Punjabi.
called? Punjabi.
Yeah.
Full on?
Yeah, full on, man. Growing, that's my first language, Punjabi.
So this event is mainly for Indians to come together?
It's for everyone, but it's just the move that I wanted to start.
Why does that thing keep popping up?
I have no idea, man. So basically,
how many people do you think will be there?
We're looking at about 500 people.
Like, is that for sure? Like, we might show up and there might be 19 there.
No. It's for sure. Yeah.
And it's in Cabo, bro.
Correct.
So it's like a kick-ass destination.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Once you land there, the things that we have planned out, it's gonna be fun.
I'm trying to think, like, maybe sell the Bomb Squad tickets, but you're not looking for everybody. Who are you looking for to go to this event?
Whoever wants to join, man. Whoever wants to join. I want everybody to get together in a circle.
So explain it. What is it?
What's up?
What is it?
What?
The XPR Summit.
So basically the XPR Success Summit, what we're talking about personal development, personal growth. We have Bradley coming in, who's going to be talking about how to kick it and be a badass mindset. We have Andy Elliott, who's going to talk about sales training, who's going to talk about how to be more, man, this thing right here.
I got to freaking fix that shit.
I don't know what's wrong. We got Andy coming in there, and then he's going to be talking about sales. He's going to talk about why fitness and health affects your business.
And it does. Yep.
I'm a big time believer in that. Whenever I'm stressed out, I go to the gym, hit some squats and stuff. Boom, I'm good to go. I'm down to crush it. And then we got a couple other speakers as well too. So it'll be a 2-day event from 9 to 4, where we're just talking about how to get ahead. We'll talk about some different business strategies and stuff like that, and then party and have a good time and just networking stuff. Yeah.
And you're just throwing it because you feel like it.
Exactly, because I can.
Because you're doing those other things quite well.
Exactly.
Now, what if somebody kind of wants to learn that? And by the way, guys, before I forget, if you guys want to find this dude, you go to Amrinder _XPro.
XPro.
Or is it XPro 7?
No, XPro.
Amrinder _XPro. XPro.
Yep.
Right on, dude. Well, I'm glad you picked me to come on down there, because I've been wanting to get to Cabo, chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
I might stay a day extra.
Let's do it.
I always like to bring the fam bam to the beach.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how people go vacation in the snow.
I don't get it either. Vacation to me is, man, in the pool, on the beach, getting a margarita or something.
That's right.
And just chilling.
So dude, when you it says here, you were having a few challenges, but then all of a sudden you started to realize, wait a minute, I can go online and do this when way higher volume. Then what happened? What'd you do?
So the first step was, what happened was, so while I got the GNCs going, they're just going down, right? And then I'm helping my dad with the gas stations. So what happened was, when I'm helping on the gas station, I asked my dad literally one question 2 times. The question was, Dad, look, we have these gas stations and everything. Let's get more, right? My dad's like, no, this is fine. They'll help me with my family and your family and generations to come. Now, Brad, you and I know too, every business has a tipping point, right? If you don't pivot, do something else, do something new, or add other verticals or horizons in your business, what's going to happen? They're just going to drop, right?
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. So then I was like, whatever, I brushed him. 2-3 months later, I asked him the same question again. I was like, Dad, look, I'm married. She's pregnant. My wife is pregnant. And I got to make some more money, right? And my dad just yelled at me. He's like, "What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you how to slow down, and stuff like that." And I'm like, "No, Dad, it's time for me to go." So then I was like, you know what? Dad's not gonna help me out or anything like that. I need to find my own thing. And then out of nowhere on YouTube or something like that, I started searching like people like you. That's when I started following you, and I started following Grant. And I'm like, how are these guys so successful? I'm not. There's something I'm missing. And literally, it was just mindset. You know, that was the first thing was the mindset. So I fixed my mindset. So I started reading a lot of books. I started reading your book, Grant's books, Patrick Davis' book, Dan Pena. I started following all these guys and started seeing how they talk, how they walk, how like analyzing every single thing, right? How their businesses perform, what kind of contracts are they signing, what kind of people are they sitting with, every single thing. Then I started basically from that information, started applying that into my life. And then within literally 12 months or so, I started seeing a difference. I'm more positive. So now everything it's just a damn opportunity, you know? So that's when things happen. So then when it came to 2018, starting the e-commerce stuff, I found some people on LinkedIn. I had basically two things. Either I buy the course, trial and error, do everything by myself and not throw the money, right? Or number two was I throw in the money, partner up with somebody who knows what he's doing. And these are my skill sets. This is his skill sets, and let's partner up together. So that's the second route is what I did. And this guy, he's been in the e-commerce for 3 or 4 years, did phenomenal. And then from there, we just grew it up. Now we have 425 employees or something like that in Pakistan, and like an office in India, 32 people, 12 people in Philippines, 18 in Dubai, 13 in London, all over.
Are you living like a jet set lifestyle?
Yeah. Pick up and go wherever I want. That's the whole purpose. So when my wife was pregnant, when I was at the gas station, so I'm used to GNC, right? Selling $50 to $100 to $200 tickets.
How much markups in that shit?
Oh, big time, man. All that stuff is bullshit, to be honest with you. All that I've bought products from a company which are cost me $20 and sold it for $150 all day. And what are you selling? Just emotions. Hey, take this. You're going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Is that even possible?
Right? Well, not without diet and exercise.
Exactly. You know, but that's the thing that people don't think about is they want the shortcut, but they don't understand that you still have to put in the work no matter what happens. You know, like let's just say you and me, and I hired you as a coach. You can give me all the blueprint, but if I'm not taking action and taking massive action, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know. So that's when I started the e-commerce business. That's the number one thing I recommend. And all my friends and everything, I have very successful friends too. And that's the number one thing I see with them. They just have an idea and then take action. Idea, action. I mean, we're working on a banking project right now. We're creating a digital bank for us. And the whole idea was literally started in February because I got pissed off at JP Chase with Chase. And then basically, boom, with less than 24 hours, had the business strategy done, the business planning, the KPIs, the SOPs, have the team on board, what documents we need to do. And now we're on track to do it. And even the team that I hired, they're in Turkey doing the majority of the work. And they're just like, dude, I've never seen a team or a person so determined to launch this that quick. It usually take 2 or 3 years to create a bank like this. And we're about to literally do it by the end of the year. You know, massive action.
You guys have a bunch of programmers?
Oh, we do. A lot of programmers. Yeah.
So if I'm listening to this podcast thinking, all right, who is this Ammy Kamboj?
Mm-hmm.
You're basically a freaking entrepreneur hustler.
Correct.
That you know stumbled into e-commerce.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And now you're making a fortune and you're putting on events so other people can come down there. See, I'm thinking like hey, I'll come to that event just because it's in Cabo. Bradley's going to be there. This will be awesome. Yeah, especially with Andy Elliott. Oh my God, dude, this will be great.
Yeah.
But what am I going to learn there? What am I going to do? What is the purpose? To teach me to be e-commerce guy?
No. To take whatever the blueprint. So basically I created a blueprint with the e-commerce, right? So e-commerce stuff, dude, if you ask me any of the e-commerce stuff, how to sell products, stuff like that, I don't even know. That's not my skill set. My skill set is how to get investors on board. My skill set, how to, what's the next vertical to create? What's the growth strategies? How to market? Those are the things. What is the next step to keep going and growing? So that blueprint that I created, I call it Dominate, you know? And then from that blueprint, that's what we're trying to show. So we're doing another one in Texas, June 28th, 29th. And we're spending 2 days to showing everyone how I created all these companies, over 13 companies that we have. And we're just dominating the same blueprint, just copy, paste. You know, and some of the business that we have, they don't even have to do anything with e-commerce. Like I bought this one 2 years ago. I bought this one import-export business. Basically, we were importing products from China to the U.S. And this guy was like, you know what? My business partner is not doing so well and stuff like that. I want to get out. Can you buy them? Can you buy the share out and let's do 50-50? I ain't going to do that. I'm going to buy your whole company and I'll give you some equity. You run the damn show. And this is what I can provide. This is what you're going to provide. And let's go. Dude, that thing, I bought it, 2 years ago? We're probably about to hit 30 million. We just had a contract a few months ago with Saudi Arabia. See, that just started with like, as far as like import export, right? We're just importing products, like literally any products from China. So we have an office in Shanghai too. And so it started with that. But then along the way, I started saying, you know what? Other countries need products from the USA too. So you have the knowledge of how to import, export that. I can have my sales team, my guys, negotiate the shit out of the people here and send products overseas. So then we went through background checks and everything. We got government passed. And then we won a tender with Saudi Arabia for 125 million for the next 6-7 years. And now we're sending nuclear power plants and solar power plants and stuff like that to Saudi Arabia government. You know, so that's what I like doing, is like the challenging strategy growth stuff. That makes sense?
You're like that dude in War Dog, except for not guns.
I guess. Yeah, I guess, man. Yeah. And then along the way, 2-3 years ago, there's a lot of business owners that were investing with us. And then they start asking me questions. Oh, what about this about business? What about that? I'm having challenges from here to here. And then that's where it started coming. I started charging them fees. And then that's where I was like, this year, you know what? Let's just get people in the room. Let's start showing them how to grow their business. Yeah.
Their e-com business?
No, not at all. Not
business.
one e-com business I helped out. Not one.
So you're just looking for entrepreneurs.
I'm just looking for entrepreneurs
that want to grow and scale their business.
Yeah. The thing is, Brad, like when I started the GNC, right? So my dad doesn't know anything about GNC. He's in the work your ass off day to night, try to pocket as much as possible. You know, don't pay too much over to your employees so you can profit too much, and try to save, because that's how you're going to become wealthy. Right. And well, that's not the truth.
Doesn't work.
And then when I created my Biogens, my sports nutrition brand, and then when I had the GNCs, I didn't have no mentors and stuff like that to help me. Hey, dude, do X, Y, Z. Try this, do that. That's what I'm trying to be. Is trying to help these people out. Hey, you have this idea. How can you take it to the next level? You know, so if you just want to do 5 million a year, why 5 million when you can do 100 million, 150 million? Or if this business idea, how can you take it online and do it worldwide? You know, like
you call it Think Bigger Conference.
Yeah, we can call it whatever we want. Dropping Bombs Conference.
It's called XPR Success Summit.
Correct.
And then there's one other thing that we were talking about. What was it?
Which one?
There's the event.
Uh-huh.
And then there's something else.
Oh, yes. So the event starts on the 25th with welcome reception. 26th, 27th is the 2-day event that everybody's can join. And then on the 28th, we want to do 1 day full mastermind with you, Andy Elliott, where people can ask Q&A and ask whatever they want about their business, any strategy, whatever it is.
That's strong. Dude, Kamboj, obviously that's your name, Kamboj Ventures.
Correct.
That's just your holding company. Does it own a lot of different things? What is Kamboj Ventures?
Kamboj Ventures basically owns all the other assets, all the other companies in one umbrella.
So that's just your holding company.
My holding company. Yeah. The whole purpose is we're trying to create this conglomerate of real estate, of mom pops, SaaS businesses, whatever, e-commerce, every single thing. And the more people I talk to, the more businesses and ideas come along the way. And then we're trying to put it in one bubble and then maybe go IPA or sell it to somebody else. Just make shit ton of money together, you know?
How many followers do you have?
Oh, not too many, man. I'm not that big on social media.
We need to get you big on social media.
We need to. Yes, we do.
We need to drive some traffic and feed them to you. And then you just keep doing what you're doing. And eventually, dude, everyone will be like, dude, you want to go to freaking Ammy's event.
Yeah.
You make it the biggest event and you're not afraid to spend money.
No, not at all, man. Yeah.
So that's how you do it, man. Sometimes when they say it takes money to make money, I disagree. It doesn't. You can make money without money, and I've seen it and I've done it, but it definitely motherfucking helps.
It does. It does.
So when you have a bunch of money, you can start businesses because you're able to, get in the rears a little bit without panicking because you got money. So like you have an advantage that other people don't have, and it's simply, lack of fear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now, if I were to I'll throw $1 million in it and see what happens. But if it doesn't work, oh well.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I just did, by the way.
Yeah.
And I lost, by the way. But anyway, oh well, that's nice. It doesn't, it's like an advantage. So even though you still may lose sometimes, having that fear fearlessness of growing works. Now, one of the ways you can also do that is hang around the right people.
That's 100% the key. So talking about that, that's literally everyone in my organization, anyone that I hire too. That's the number one thing I love teaching is the people. Show me your friends, show me your future. Was it Dan Pena? He said that. And that's the number one thing I took away from it. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future. I had friends growing up, very wealthy. When it's about them, it's about their name, about their company. Oh man, you're the best friend. And then when I started leveling up, they just started going away. What they're talking about? They're talking about chicks, drinking, not working out, and just having a good time. You know, my circle is like people like you. We're trying to help other people how to get ahead. We're trying to make shit ton of money together. We're trying to make lives, impact other lives. You know, like one of my main goals is before I die is to have two main goals, is to have my last name in almost every single country possible. The second one is to impact 100,000 families. And right now we have about 500-600 investors in our portfolio. So getting there closer, and then this is going to get bigger and bigger, you know? So those are my two main goals. My third one is in other countries like India, Philippines, South Africa, all these countries, is the kids who can't get education, to give them an opportunity, give them digital education, give them the computers, give them everything that they need. And then later they can either work for our companies or help them get jobs. So at least they're out of that rut, you know, just creating a brand new tree for them, you know, because they need opportunities too. But how are they going to get opportunities?
Well, it depends on where they are too.
Yeah. But there's so many, man, it's so many kids out there that are so talented. There's so many kids. And then I see my son over here, spoiled shit. Half of the house is full of toys. Yeah. You know, why is he lucky?
Where's your home base? Where do you live?
I live in the Bay in California. Yeah.
In the Bay.
In the Bay, like Central California.
Is that what it's called, the Bay?
Well, we call it the Bay in California, but it's called Dublin.
But it's not San Francisco.
It's about an hour away from San Francisco. Correct.
Isn't that the Bay?
That's part of the Bay too. Yeah, San Francisco Bay, that's called.
Yeah, but San Francisco is a shithole now.
It's, oh my God. Yeah, me and my wife were getting out of California. We're moving to Boca Raton. It's just in California, man. It's just, obviously you already know this too. The way things are running. Let me tell you a funny story. Just a month ago, my brother-in-law, he did a court marriage at the city hall. And we parked at the city hall garage, which has security and everything too. We come back. This is literally my Cadillac and my mother-in-law's car, parked right in front. I come back. I'm like, I tell my wife, I'm like, babe, where the hell's your mom's car? She said, what are you talking about? It's right in front of us. And I was like, it's not there, dude. You know, little did we know somebody jacked it. Yeah. We called the security guard and he's like, oh shit, not again. It was just like a normal thing to him. That's how bad California and San Francisco is.
And they don't do anything.
They can't, man. You know what's another thing too? It's like you've heard about the policy. Anything under $9.95 or something like that. There's no felony or anything like that, right? In California,
yeah, which means if you're homeless or broke, come here.
Yeah, come hang out, right? So imagine my dad who owns gas stations, right? The big box guys, Targets and all that kind of stuff, Walgreens, Walmart, they'll be able to afford that stuff. Even if, I don't know how many break-ins, but after a while, it's going to trickle down effect. But imagine my dad, every single day, he loses $1,000 per store, every single day. He's not going to be able to afford that. I don't even know what they're thinking when they're making these policies. You know, sometimes the thought comes into my mind too, when I go to the store too. You go to Target or something like that. I'm like, man, it's not $100,000. Should I just pick it up or what? You know, it's crazy, man.
And they do that in California?
Yeah, they do that in California. You can see so much stuff on TikTok and everything right in front of our eyes.
There's people just putting shit in bags and walking out.
Dude, you're talking about that. Gavin Newsom. It happened to Gavin Newsom. He's at, I can't recall what store is at. He's at the checkout line and he sees somebody just walk out in the register line. And he asks, he's like, you're not going to stop him? The lady at the register goes, we can, because the Newsom said, she doesn't even know it's Newsom in front of him. She goes, yeah, the governor said that, anything over $1,000, you can't do anything. The cop won't even show up. You know, that's in front of Newsom. Search it up, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that video or one like it. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And then they give needles and they do a bunch of crazy shit. But, why aren't you out of there then?
I had some other business commitments that I had to do. My dad owns gas station businesses. So he's 75, 78 years old. Last year in 2020, he had a heart attack, and then
Which one? So we can go like just get free chips and shit.
Well, shit, you text me, I'll text you all the addresses, man. Just come through.
It was not $995. I can just take it.
Yeah.
Why Boca Raton?
Okay, so a few years ago, we went for my son's second birthday. Took him to Disneyland and stuff, and we were like, we thought about moving to Florida anyways, and then we're thinking about doing Fort Lauderdale.
But why Florida?
Many different reasons. Taxes is number one. Number two is my wife wanted to be closer to the beach.
Likes the beach.
Loves the beach, yeah. And then number three is just the surrounding and the people and stuff like that. A lot different. And I love the governor. Love the governor. DeSantis is just killing it out there. And a majority of my business partners too, they're all in Miami. And then I wanted to move to Fort Lauderdale because I wanted to be closer to Patrick and David. Hopefully I get to run into him, shake his hand or something like that, do something, right? But then we went to Miami. We checked out Miami. Miami's like, you already know, man. It's party. It's dangerous out there.
Dude, Miami's no joke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got some stories, huh?
Well, I stay out of Miami.
Yeah, me too. And then
I'm a family man, bro.
Same here. Yeah. You got what, 2 kids, right?
I got 7.
7 kids. Nice. I don't know how you do it, man. I got one, I'm losing my head.
Huh?
I got one son and I'm losing my head.
Well, I mean, I don't stress too much. You sound like you might, follow in those footsteps. You don't stress much, do you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So have some more kids.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Start busting them out.
Just busting them out. Yeah, we need some beautiful kids in the world, man. There's a lot of ugly ones.
That's what I was thinking, dude.
Yeah.
And not only that, the scripture tells us to.
Yeah, it does.
Go forth and multiply. I'm like, yes, sir.
Especially if you're a savage too. If you got a beautiful woman, she supports you and everything too, and you're a hustler, you're a provider, a hustler and stuff, and you provide the same values to those kids, that's what we need more than anything else.
So you're married with 1 kid?
Correct.
And you live in the Bay, which is California.
Correct.
Heading to Boca Raton.
Correct.
And basically, I would say you're like fresh on the new entrepreneur scene. You went out and did some shit, earned some shit, and now you're kicking in a door going, hey, I like this. Let's make some more entrepreneurs.
Correct. And what's basically every single time I ask myself, what's next for me? Like, how far can I push the envelope? What else can I do in life before I die? Because God sends us for a lot of potential, man. And you know that too.
We got to figure out, I always try to figure out, what can I bring to India?
Bring to India?
Because people don't understand, dude. Like
your Lightspeed stuff is magic.
The Indian market.
Yeah.
Is massive.
It's
like
massive.
I think people underestimate. People don't even acknowledge or even think about like the market there is unbelievably huge. That's why I say 1 trillion of them.
Yeah.
There's a huge market there.
Yeah, no, not even that. If you look at the other countries, everyone focuses just US, right? But if you look at other countries, like we looked at Philippines randomly. This is a majority how my business ideas start. It's Sunday. I call one of my buddies. He's from the Philippines, born and raised. And I'm like, hey, bro, it's like 10:30 p.m. at night. I'm like, hey, bro, what do you think about doing e-commerce in the Philippines? He goes, dude, I'm too drunk. You do the research. You let me know. Next morning I call him. I was like, dude, last year they did $31 billion in e-commerce, right? I'm like, dude, why don't we start the business out there? Boom. Now we're killing it out there. In other countries, even Dubai, they're killing it out there. Even India too. So like Lightspeed, I think it would kill it out there.
Well, when someone says, e-commerce, like I always think, commerce on the internet.
Correct.
But like and then you just said Lightspeed would kill it out there. Well, Lightspeed's a SaaS company.
How many tech?
Someone has to sell it. Someone has to install it. Someone has to rep it out there.
Yeah, I got the connections for you. We got a full office and everything.
Well, let's just launch Lightspeed everywhere.
Let's go. We got an office in Dubai. We got an office in the Philippines. We got an office in London. We got an office in Australia, New Zealand, and we got an office in India. Wherever you want to go, let's go.
Well, I just got booked to speak in Dubai in November. I'll be in Dubai.
Okay. Where at?
I don't know. It's called the Gladiator Summit.
Okay. Nice.
But in Dubai.
Good. You're going in November. That's a good weather. Right now it's hot as shit.
Yeah. And I hear like the self-development over there is exploding.
It is.
Why are they so interested in self-development? Not that they shouldn't be, by the way. I keep trying to tell everybody, but like just for people listening, because I don't think people understand. Because in the beginning, when you said, dude, it was my mindset. Because I try to tell people, listen, you want to be successful. Because people ask me, and I'm like, listen, mindset, This is just the cut and dry. I mean, I don't try to sell you the course to do it. I just tell you, this is how you do it. Now, I might make the damn courses because everybody wants them and everybody seemingly needs them. But like mindset, you mentioned it, you know, you had to fix your mindset. Skill set. Well, what skill set? Depends on what you want to do. It's different for everybody, but I can promise you if wealth's involved, okay, you need to know finances. You need to understand 100%. And you need to understand real estate. You need to understand how to invest your money. You need to understand how money works. So again, that's a skill that you can go learn from somebody that masters money. Then sales, communication,
negotiation,
marketing. Like, come on, guys, this isn't rocket science shit, but there's your skill set. And then the third one is your habits, man. Whatever your habits are. Like if I said, man, if I could build the perfect soldier to work for my organization, what habits would I want them to, you know, have? Would you rather have your employee, team member, person you're going to rely on, up at 5 a.m. or sleeping in until they wake up? What would you rather?
Me, 5 a.m.
Why? Not you get up. What would you rather your soldier do? Man, if I could build my soldiers, I'd want them 5 a.m. They're up, and not only up, but not groggy and bummed up that they have to get up. They're up hungry, looking for opportunities, perspective in the right mindset, you know, which is, man, there's some opportunities here because literally, dude, there are. And people don't get that.
The thing is that Brad, that's all about leadership.
But see, I didn't understand that, dude. When I was young, I didn't really get that. And then once I realized gratitude, it kind of shifted my perspective accidentally. And I didn't know that that's what I needed to do, but that's what I was doing. And then the next thing I know is I'm looking back, trying to reconstruct, how did I succeed? Dude, my advantage is I'm more optimistic and positive than anybody. Why? Because when I wake up every morning, I realize there's nothing that could happen in the day that would outvalue what just happened.
Yeah.
Like I wake up with the cherry on top. In other words, I wake up and realize that alone is fucking unbelievable. And I won. Yeah. And now what? Now nothing can happen. Like, dude, the rest of the day is like fucking bonus. I got to wake up. I get another day. It's not, I got to wake up and figure out how to pay my rent. And oh my God. And I get down in the doubt and the worry and my frequency drops down here to the tone scale of freaking attracting other people like that and other issues, focusing on the problem instead of the solution. I wake up and bam, hey, this is awesome. Now I get to figure out how to pay rent. See, there's a difference, dude.
Yeah.
And the difference is your mindset.
100%.
But most people don't get that. You said that in the beginning. And it's like, see, how come, what is it going to take for people to listen after 100 people? You didn't invent that shit. No. I didn't invent that shit. Grant Cardone didn't fucking invent that shit. John, I mean, who keep going back? Andrew Carnegie and Dale Carnegie, they didn't invent that shit. Like, listen, guys, it's just throughout history. These are the same common things that get you successful. So like the XPR Success Summit, dude, get up off your ass and go. You have to take action. We already know this.
Yeah.
So go to Cabo, hang out, me and Elliot, freaking Ammy. You got other people there, 500 other like-minded people. Now you're surrounded by other people that are thinking the same thing you are.
100%.
Not hanging around a bunch of people going, dude, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not going to be possible.
You don't know how many times I've had my previous friends. They said, dude, you bought this course. You're going to this seminar, spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 here doing this. You spent $100,000 to have 1 hour phone conversation to learn about some other business owner who's guiding you and stuff, right? Like, why are you spending that money? And I'm like, dude, you went to Vegas. You're at a club and you spent $30,000 in one night. What value is that? So people are okay doing that, but they're not okay spending money on personal development. I've been to so many seminars.
Do you know why though?
What's up?
Do you know why though?
Because it just makes them, it's just comfortable and happy.
No, it's their mindset. It's because, dude, if I said, give me $100,000, oh, you're a scammer.
Yeah,
you're trying to screw me. Rather than, hey, worst case scenario, I don't learn anything.
Yeah.
Because I mean, dude, you know, somebody just told me that they talked to, you know, Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
Paid him $100,000 for 4 hours. Someone else called the guy an idiot. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's $100,000 for 4 hours. Big deal. Well, guess what? In the first meeting, Grant knew somebody at the bank that
That's
you know,
it.
he needed, picked up the phone, and boom, saved him 800 G's.
There you go.
Okay, well, again, dude, you just spent $100,000 and got connected to save 800 grand. You're 700 grand up, and you still got 3 more meetings. Number one, people don't realize it's not some information necessarily. Sometimes it's the relationship.
Yep.
Or the relationship from the relationship. Who'd you meet while you were heading there? Who'd you meet while you were leaving there? Maybe you wouldn't have met them at all. So again, get around like-minded people, build relationships.
Yeah.
See, I feel
100%.
like you're getting me fired up.
Yeah.
Well, let's save this for the XPR Success.
Oh, we're gonna
Why
have
XPR?
what's up?
Why is the name XPR?
Okay, so the X stands for extreme, and pro stands for professional. That's it.
Like you get paid.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Like you get paid. Like you go in there. So basically, I have a community called XPro Community. We have about 600 members now, right? And the whole community is based off of let's try to make as much money as possible together. Number 2, let's lift each other up, and number 3, let's keep each other healthy as possible. And that's literally all you need. So everybody,
If everyone does it.
yeah. But in my company, it's just like how Andy does it. You got to be fit. There's no fat Joes in there. Right? Because if you're waking up in the morning, you're not fired up, you can't work. I had this one guy, he comes in, he's a new guy. He's only been with us for about 6 months, right? Bro, he's going through some shit, right? Divorce, debt and everything, down and everything, right? And barely talking, hey, what's up, bro? How are you? I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, this is me. I was like, no. Go outside the door, come back in. Right? And he's like, what's up, bro? How are you? And I'm like, no, go outside, come back. He took him 10, 11 times to understand that I have to come on the door and say, hey, what's up, bro? You guys ready to freaking kill it today or what? I'm like, that's the attitude that I want through that room. As soon as you walk into that door, all your other problems are gone, man. That's it. It's just about let's hustle, let's bustle, let's go.
Let's go.
You got bills to pay, right? And I need to make sure that I'm able to help you pay those damn bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because my people, my problem is my people's problem. And I got to somehow find a way how to solve that shit. So I had the same guy, he was selling life insurance. He's like, bro, I don't know how to even sell these investments and all that kind of stuff. I was like, bro, let me just think about it. I was up until probably 4 a.m. You can ask my wife, just thinking about how the hell can I have him make 50, 60, 70 G's a month through commission. Majority of average guys are making 50, 60 G's a month. Some guys are making 200-300K a month too from commissions. So I'm like, dude, how can I help this dude level up? And I asked him one simple thing in his first interview. All my interviews, I don't even give a shit what skill sets you got. All I'm trying to figure out is where's your mindset at? What are you trying to do in the next 5 to 10 years? Because if you know where you're going in the next 5 to 10 years, what's going to happen? Oh, you're a very focused man. I need focused motherfuckers.
Well, you're more likely to get it. Number one, you could be delusional, but think you know where you're going.
Yeah. But along the way, you're always able to change, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You gotta, again, I mean, the first question, you know, where are you going over the next 5 years? My first question is, do you feel like you're a lucky individual?
Myself, very lucky.
See, I always ask anyone that's going to work with me or for me, do you feel lucky? Because if they say no, I don't hire them.
No, yeah.
I don't want them even around me. Why? Because, dude, if you're one of those negative, skeptical, pissant, you know, depressed people, I can't help you. Why? Because it's all mindset, and you're going to suck me into your hole rather than me lift you out of yours.
Exactly.
I always say, dude, I can help you from drowning. I can save you from drowning, but you got to swim towards me.
Exactly.
If I swim out towards you, I'm getting in that whirlpool that you're in.
Yeah.
So get away from all those people talking shit, number one. You know,
100%.
Why would I go around people talking shit if I'm telling everybody get away from people talking shit?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hypocritical.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And then people wonder why, you know, because I get a lot of people asking, hey, can I talk to you? Can I hit you up? Can I ask some questions? And I always say, dude, what's your question? Like in the DMs, you get a lot of DMs yet?
Not that many, but we're starting to.
Yeah. Well, I'll get a lot of DMs, and basically they'll ask me, you know, questions that theoretically, you know, I could charge them, but I don't be like, you know, pay me and then I'll answer these questions. I just, you know, I'll shoot you back an answer, but you might not like the answer.
Yeah.
And that's when I don't give a fuck. Why? I'll give you a refund. They're like, I didn't pay you. Exactly. So shut the fuck up. Take what I told you and use it or don't. Because, dude, it gets frustrating, bro.
It does. I've talked to so many people when you really want to willingly help these some individuals out. But there's some individuals you cannot help out no matter what. Because what happens is They might be fired up right now. Like, let's just say you and I, we're talking and I leave this room, I'm fired up. But I meet the next guy in my household, or he's my friend, and he has a negative mindset. And if I'm not able to get rid of him, my mindset ain't going to change.
Yeah, it might.
In a negative way, but not a positive way.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It might change.
But I got to get rid of those to keep it positive. So the first thing I recommend everyone doing is, this is what I do. I have a plus here, and then I put a line, and I'll put a negative. And I say, look, the people who want to get you ahead, that motivate you, tell you that, hey, do X, Y, Z, let's go. Let's crush it. Write their names down. And write all the other son of a bitches that are telling you the negative stuff, right? You know what happens majority of the time? It's only 3-4 people here and hundreds of people here. So then the next step I say is delete them. How do you delete them? Just do not disturb, bro. It's the hardest thing you will ever do for the first 60 days. But, dude, your life changes completely.
Yeah, it's like my phone was going off the chart. I just turned it off. Guess what? Whoever was calling will call back. And if they don't, it wasn't that important.
Exactly.
Do you think I waited 55 years to get that call? Come on.
Yeah.
That's called FOMO.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why everybody listening right now is going to have FOMO for not getting tickets to this event. Are you even selling tickets, or how are you getting there?
Yeah, we are, man. We have a website.
Where is it?
It's, oh, shit.
Damn, that thing keeps going up.
I know, man. It's called xpro.com/Cabo.
XPro.
And then I also have a phone number that you guys can text.
xpro.com/Cabo. Go get your tickets. Come hang with us in Mexico. I'm sure the tequila will be flowing for those that drink. Don't believe I'll be partaking, but you never know. I do get stupid sometimes, but very rarely.
I'm pretty sure we'll have fun. There's a little private yacht that I got going on for us.
I'm too old now. You do hangovers don't feel the same at 50, bro.
Yeah, don't.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah, dude. You can still wake up, party every single day till you're probably 40 and be like, dude, what's this problem? Then for some reason, around 40, some people get afflicted. Like my wife, she's only 36, but she gets it. She got it already. Alcohol makes you feel different. So I'd say come down there, wake up early, come fucking work out with me and Andy, hydrate your ass, go lay at the beach, get a glowing tan, work on your mindset, go to these sessions and events and whatnot, and frickin' let's blow up, dog.
It's pretty much what we got planned out going in Cabo is you got the success going, we got the mindset and stuff going too, but think about like a party as well too. So it's like a combination of everything put together. So it's like, if this event's going to be, if you miss out, when you see the videos, you'll be like, holy crap, I missed out.
Well, dude, my team's also going to post some shit. So if you guys are interested in going, look at the links, see you there. And dude, listen, I want to talk to you more about how we can get some e-com shit going in India.
I'm down.
Yeah. Like, or here anywhere. But I just like recurring revenue. And that once you get those things dialed in and they're, you ever heard of Chase Hero?
No.
Talk offline. Dude, I appreciate you coming in.
Thanks, Brad. Appreciate
Folks,
you guys.
Go follow this dude, Amrinder_XPro. And until next time,
See you guys in Cabo.
Keep it real. We'll see you in Cabo.